Aloha. How you doing? Hi, Randy. Hi, Kay. Hi, Voodoo Boo Boo. Randy, it's not a nice thumbnail. However, the reason I've done the thumbnail, the way I've done the thumbnail, hey, Kay, was so that because someone asked the other day, when am I going to do the non-meta stuff? So I thought, what I'm going to do with this stream, I'm going to do a couple of hours, do the non-meta stuff, and put timestamps up so that people that want to get like a non-meta episode can get a non-meta episode without having to watch the whole stream. So we're going to do the non-meta stuff first. Hey, Randy. Good. Well, it's not morning here. So for me, it's like... Actually, I lied. It's 11:58, so it is technically morning. But it's more like lunchtime. So I thought we'd do some non-meta stuff, show off where we're at, explain where we want to be when Halloween rolls around, where we're going next. I know it's probably 1 o'clock for you, okay? It's probably 1 o'clock. It's an early stream, but as I said, I've got things that I'm doing tonight. So unfortunately, I can't stream tonight. So I thought I'd do it today. Yeah, Randy. Yeah, Randy. So, just so everyone's aware, this is where we last kicked off. Kicked off? This is where we last ended. We've got Geista V4, Gaggy just E5, Flora, Morax, Delatium, King Barton. I've got an Arania copy. Arania will be our next Transcendence hero. That's going to be our trio. I'm really tempted that King Barton's going to go. And Flora might have to go. Because getting rid of... So he can go into her, Giggity. And then I can use Flora's 10 stars, etc. to build up either here, or I can... Because I'm nearly level 130, so I can nearly sub up my boy and Tree of Origin him. I know, Voodoo. Not on this account. And the reason being is because I want to have some difference between the accounts. And I might not even do Arania on this account. That was before I'd obviously switched over on the main account. So, because what I'm worried about is they just become the same. Someone made the point that obviously Basilisk at the moment is non-meta. But I have a feeling he's going to be meta. So I've already set that account up to be meta. So yeah, I might not do Arania, but obviously I need some burns and some poisons for my boy Geista. Gaggy's already there. Delatium's going to be replicating shit. And then Morax and Flora do the business. King Barton at the moment is purely an absolute stud who's not really doing an awful lot for me, other than being a stud. Hey, Pendlix. So yeah, we've got to think about what we're going to do, but that's the lineup. So the idea would be, because I know that theoretically what we're supposed to do is build up one hero at a time. We haven't done that on this account since day one, so we're not going to start now. But we could definitely get rid of a couple to have like a 4-person team. The issue that I didn't even realise, and this is the issue of running more than one account, right, is you just forget stuff. Like the tech tree, bear in mind Geist is my main. Look at this tech. It's rubbish. But I need this for Delatium, which isn't even built out. I need this for Gaggy, which is obviously built out. This is just for Flora. And this isn't built out. So when I want Arania, I can't even do that. So I'm feeling like I need a warrior or an assassin, probably going to be a warrior, to go alongside Lord Gaggy and mutated Fungus Geista. That's what I'm thinking. But I don't know who that's going to be, because it needs to be someone that burns or poisons, right? To go off with Geista. But I haven't decided yet. I just haven't decided yet. Because there isn't many choices, right? There isn't many choices. Rainier was the obvious one. She was the obvious one. But I don't know. There's lots to think about. There isn't many dot heroes in Trans. There's loads in base heroes. Because I could do Holmes Young. But I know that he becomes meta later on in the game. We knew that from doing Ben's account Monday. With the help of Renville, we got further in campaign. Pokemon's awesome. The only thing is, Kay, because do you know what, right? I've been addicted to Pokemon because I was the perfect age when it first came out. So I was 1991. So I was like the perfect age. I had the Game Boy when it first came out, Pokemon when it first came out. The wind's crazy here, by the way. And I used to watch J Rose and I was one of Scott Thorpe's. I don't know if you guys watch YouTube Pokemon YouTubers, but I was one of Scott Thorpe's first subs, and he's now really, really massive. He just does Pokemon videos. Any suggestions for Minwave? You're stuck and you can't get to Void campaign. I'd need to see your team, Voodoo. Are you in Discord? Because obviously the thing with Minwaves is you don't want to be bursting them down. You want to be tickling away. So someone like King Barton's really good. Flora's really good. People like that tend to be really good. Eloise can do all right. Horace can do all right. Yeah, you don't want to go 6 because once your teammates die, it's game over. So yeah, you need someone that can just chunk away. A lot of the time, or you like this account here was so strong that it just brute forced it. Like that's the other option, is you just brute force it. Yeah, Wukong. Wukong is just a cheat code for everything. There will be no Wukong in this account. No Wukong in this account. So yeah, we might end up doing Holmes Young. Obviously, his base form is very meta, but his Transcendence form isn't until you get really far into the game, which we're going to be a very long time away from. So, yeah, actually, to be fair, he does make the most sense. And because he's a mage, it means I can keep him in Delatium. It means I can get rid of Ranger Tech. And I don't have to worry about Priest Tech. So that's a possibility. Because it'd be nice that these are big poison dots and they're for a long time. So Geester just popping them would be insane. That's what I think I'm going to do. I think it's going to be Star Alchemist. I don't think it's going to be Arania. Arania will come, Giggity, but not for now, just because she's a priest. So I think it is going to be Star Alchemist Holmes Young. I was thinking that was the logical thing to do. Because I don't know. Is there any way of combining those two? I don't imagine there is, to be honest. I hate the tenant system. But to be fair, my tenant system's rubbish anyway, because I haven't got, even though I spent loads of money, it's something that you can't really force through unless you're buying loads of the Celestial Island packs, which I haven't been doing because I've had other more important things to do. So I haven't even got loads of stuff to upgrade it. So Sia, Eos, Ailemak. Who's your tenant for? Maybe Ailemak at some point, because you could argue that Ailemak's now not meta, but I haven't got a second one that I want. Yeah. So we'll just have to see. But yes, I'm pretty sure it's gonna be Star Alchemist Holmes Young, and I've got the facilities to do that. I've got the resources to do that, right? I've got 12 million stellar, but I've got 25 of these bad boys, and I'm sure I've got loads of chests. Yeah, loads of chests to pull stuff out of. I've saved up some artifact chests as well, just so that whoever I went for, I could get the right artifact. We're not going to go heavy and hard on this account going forward. The money is going to be spent on the main account. So Halloween, we're going to like max it out basically. More than I normally would as well, to be fair. Nice bag in the bag. But I've got plenty of stuff to put out the bag. So, and I'll probably, to be fair, I could do that today. I could have a clean up today. Nothing wrong with that. Because this team hasn't really changed much. Changed much? Interesting. That's obviously what should be on him. Ah, right, okay. I was going to say, because this is the account with loads of good artifacts. Whatever you want to call them. Energy speed, controlling me into HP, so we've just made him a bit of an absolute beast. Because I swear I had another. I do, but it's just not glittery, which doesn't matter. Yeah, because that's what I want on Delatium, to be fair. Is it what I want on Delatium? It's probably not. I probably want No, he's what I want to delay him. Yeah, he's what I want to delay him, definitely. Gagimus, I just need to make an absolute tonk. I love Pokemon. The only thing, Kate, the only issue, right, is I can't play really, you can't really emulate the new games. Well, you can do, but it's difficult. The old games are so much easier. This is the only time, this is the only day that you'll catch me streaming at this time. Randy, I've already got one from the Reverie keys, so I only need to get 5. So I'm super lucky. I got lucky with the Reverie keys that I pulled. I've got 55 shards of Basilisk. It's going to be my first ever Destiny transition hero. So I am going to ask for people that have got a lot more experience in the game than me, which is basically all of you, to come and help me on Friday night, because I don't know what I'm doing. Yeah, I know. I'll be 130 in a couple of days. And it's good because the thing is, right, I'm capped at 140, but I've got over 6,000 of these bad boys to convert. So yeah, definitely. Randy, I don't know what that means. You're happy with just having a 1-star one, since getting 6 will be significantly easier than 8 on Halloween. So Randy, I don't understand what that means. Have I got? Yeah. Yeah. I've got top chat on again. I don't know why it does that. So it puts top chat as automatic. So sometimes I see stuff on my screen on the left-hand side where you guys can read it, and then on my chat, I don't actually read it. I need 8 for Noble. I didn't know that because I'm a scrub, so I need to get 7. I might not have the resources to do 7, though. I kind of feel like if I don't do it, then I don't know when I'm going to be able to do it. So I'm pretty sure we're going to do it. I'm pretty sure I'm going to go really hard on the event and just smash it. I've got all the subs already. He's subbed out to the max. I do not. This is really bad of me, because I said this was going to be a non-meta episode. I've just been talking about Basilisk and stuff. So people like log in to watch this, and they're going to be like, "You haven't talked about your account." So, should we see how far are we in here? Oh, so we've done well. Phone's going off. I have to keep my phone on, unfortunately. My doggy's coming home soon, so I'm going to have to pause the stream for a very brief moment when the dog comes home. But we'll only need 5 if I want to destiny him, because I've got 50 shards, so I've got one of the chests. So won't I need, if I need to get a noble core, won't I need to get 7? Or am I being stupid? Probably just being stupid. Yeah, I need 4 cores, so I'll need 7 of the chests. I've already got 1 chest, so I'll need 7 chests, which is insane. So that's, to be fair, I say it's insane because I also need to get. Ah, right, I didn't know that. Okay, I was about to say because I swear I could only get to the 3. Okay. What do you mean? What do you mean? I don't know what you mean by that, Randy. Yeah, I got 1 of them. That's what I'm saying. I only got 1. Yeah, so I got 50 shards from the Reverie keys. But that's not enough for 1 core, is it? That's so you need 100 for the core, or do you just yeah, listen, I get confused with it all. And to be honest with you, there's nowhere where I can find any information. So I have to ask people. So I've got 50 shards. Oh, why does it always end me up here? So I've got 50 shards, which means I need to get another 350 shards, which is 7 of the chests, right? I also need to get I also need to get 2 origin artifacts, and I've got the mysterious artifacts because I want to glitterize the Antlers Cane, because that's like by far the only, other than maybe the Phoenix Cloak, only maybe the Phoenix Cloak, like the best artifact for him. Oh, right, have I just been a fucking idiot? Right. To be fair, do you know what? Right, I think I've been an idiot. Oh, of course, Randy. Oh, I am such an idiot. Such a donut, because I maxed that as well. Right, I'm going to switch accounts quickly. Of course you can. Of course you can. And I maxed the event. And I spent all the dollars. Except it's not dollars, it's pounds over here. Right. Why is it only 20? But I thought you got more than 20. I haven't used any of them. Yeah, because I've got them. Yeah, I know, but I thought it should be more than 20 chests. I thought it was 26 or 28 chests. And then I've got another 55 here. So, am I just being... Listen. It's not my fault. Oh, I haven't claimed any of these out. Loot. So... And sorry, Randy, that was probably really frustrating for you, listening to me there. That's these chests, right? But I swear, do you only get 1 per? So where have my other ones gone? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26. Yeah, 26. Well, I haven't used them for anything. So where have my other 6 chesties gone? The only thing I can think, did I fucking use them by accident? Not by accident, on purpose, to sub up? No, I wouldn't have, because I've got loads of spare sub. Ah, I didn't. Did I open them chests up for some subs? Just not realising. What a noob. But then I got 53 from here, so I'm not gonna, yeah. Something went wrong. I presume I can't from any of these, right? These are all old ones. Okay. Yeah, I got the God Pool with those 50, I think. Yes, I'm on 150, so I need to get 5 chests. Yeah, I need to get 5 chests, which is fine. But I also need to get 2 origin chests. So it depends on where the discounts fall, because it's normally 1, 2. That's void. Yeah, but I don't want them. Yeah, we're just gonna have to see how it lands. Because I'll also this week get because I'll get to tier 12. I'll also get the free one at the bottom as well. So yeah, 5 chests, 2 origin artifacts. There'll be some void stuff in there as well. The only thing is, obviously, once you start going further down, you start getting Destiny Transition as discounts, which I'm not that fussed about because I've already got some chests for that. My dog's here. Bear with me a second. We're back. Had to go let my dog walker in. My dog gets training twice a week. So, yeah. And she's a little bit wet, but she's fine. The dog, not the trainer. So, yeah, we seem to be in a pretty good spot. 13 out of 8. It's not bad. Should we just open all these up? Sweet. Oh no, I can't just whiz them open. Oh, they're nice ones. 30k pots. 45k pot. One. What are they worth there? Right, I'm going to go back to non-meta. I'm going to do some stuff in that, so bear with me. Indy, go away. My dog. Not any of you guys. You guys can stay. Oh, she's gone straight upstairs. I can hear her. She's going to go lie right on my bed. Silly doggy. Yeah, we haven't done any of the event this week for this account. It's the first time in its like 7-week existence that we haven't done anything. And it feels weird. It feels weird not doing anything on this account. Like money-wise. Obviously, we've done stuff. Oh, God, that's nasty, isn't it? I just want to refresh all of them. Okay. We'll keep that. That looked nasty. Oh, I can just get into so much trouble spending so much on these. I do have an issue with going, well, to be fair, I need everything. Let's just do that, because when it gets to X upgrades and stuff, we'll need it anyway. X tiers, X upgrades, whatever you want to call it. I haven't got 9 stuff. I could do that. I'm not going to do that. Holy damage, skill damage. Nice. See where we are, Seal Land. Show it off a little bit. There's not much to show off, to be fair, on this account. To be fair, Randy, that's what I normally do. I normally just go crazy for the 3 and 4 star shards. But what I've come to realise, right, is that even though that's really fun to do, I obviously do need spirit and promo stones and stuff at certain points. And where I'm just being a bit of a donut and not really doing it, I've ran out on my main account. So I'm not going to rush anything. Hey, Kay, how was your lunch, dude? Oh, it's going to feel so bad, man, getting rid of Flora. But I just don't see how she can stay on the account. I think she's such a good hero. I think she's so good. But she's got a great copy for a C+. Cost us like 80 contracts. Beast tier B stone. Oh yeah, I haven't even bothered upgrading his stone, man. Just because he's not... I should really, shouldn't I? I haven't done any of them. Pancakes. Nice. I've got a 10 star there. I've got the Stella. I think it makes sense. Because I've done the oh yeah, I've got, oh shit. I forgot about these. Oh, look at that. I've got a B- Basilisk. When the hell did that happen? Oh, I can tell you when this happened. During the week, I'd done my awakenings on this. Why did I do the awakenings on this? Just remind me quick. I'd done it to get these. I'd done it to get this. So I'd done my awakenings off stream because I realised I needed to do them. And I actually got C+, C-, B-, all of Basilisk. So didn't do too bad. Yeah, he's a, yeah, but this is one that I pulled. So it's not bad for one that I pulled. Control immunity, damage reduction. We're not going to have a Basilisk on this account, so I'm just going to sell all them off. That's not going to be worth anything. I can't imagine this is going to be worth anything. Ah, as a C+ stone, that's not bad. I'm still going to just retire it. I have to retire it anyway. I don't have a choice. And that's worth nothing, obviously. Yeah, let's retire all them. Because that, even stuff like that, passively boosts your what's it called? Your credit rating. Let's retire all that. Yep. Give us our gemages, which is great. So we're in a good spot for Halloween on this account. Yeah, baby. Hey, Ez. It is. I don't work on Thursdays, which is why it's great that that's why I do my event previews on a Thursday, is because I'm not at work. Normally I have to do the school run with the kids, so I dropped them off this morning. But my mum and dad have started having the kids on Thursday after schools, which is great because I hate the school run. So it means that I can stream now, and I am doing stuff this evening, so I can't stream this evening. So I thought I'd do a daytime stream. Because I think I mentioned this. To be fair, it's normally the same group of you degenerates that are here every stream anyway. But I'll still repeat stuff just in case. I tend to get like better views off and better watch hours when the stream's not live than when it is live. Like, people seem to watch them back, like watch them as VODs, which is quite cool. Why they want to sit and listen to me ramble for like 3 hours, I don't know. But to some people, I think it's white noise. And if I can be white noise for people, absolutely fantastic. I will take that in a heartbeat. Buy all the stuff. But yeah, we're gonna do some fusions today. Oh, yeah, and I appreciate that. Do you know what? Because I've done it. Oh, I've got to pick a hero. I don't really care. Yerm term. Yeah, we're not doing 2000 Awakens in this account, so it doesn't matter. You're listening whilst playing Battlefield. Nice. The accent is music to your ears. Listen, man, that is. I am. Can I just make the point? I'm really happy. You guys could have chosen any background music in the world, and yet you've decided this guy. This is the top guy on the server. He's the guy that gives me loads of gems in Void campaign, Void Vortex, because he completes it all first. This is the guy, Jort. I'm not going to take him on. So, yeah, you could have chosen any background music you wanted, and yet you've chosen me. So I'm massively proud of that. Thank you so much. That's Jort. That was Jort. Yeah, we're not going to fight Jort. I don't even want to give him 3 points. Though, to be fair, the amount of free gems he's given me, I could always have just given him the free dub. But he can, I presume, if he's spending that much money on the account, that he spends a lot of time, he can get his own damn points. Doesn't need me helping him out. Shit. Oh, nice. Yeah, he cleared like everything after the first 2 levels. He's the one that cleared it first. I'd argue if you're not a whale, that's possibly the reason that you'd go to a new server. It's because the second you unlock an E5, you've just got like 90,000 gems sitting there to grab, you know? I don't know why we watched all that. Look at this guy. He's on super high points. But 52 million power team. How is he on that many? I'm ranked 26. Oh, it's Crystal Crown League. Why am I doing Crystal Crown League, bro? Who gives a shit about Crystal Crown League? Not this guy. Not this guy. Oh, God. I'm just going to stomp on some noobs. Oh, crap. Maybe we're not going to stomp on some noobs. Yeah. Oh, she's just white. Oh, I'm going to die because I'm such an idiot. Oh, no, we won it anyway. Okay. Tonk. How much does my main damage dealer have? Let's check it out, shall we, bro? 3.76. But you've got to bear in mind, No. No. I'm not doing that. Hold on. What I will do, I will fight. I'll fight you in a second. I've still got Flora, so I need to keep that. I've got 96. That's just stupid. Right, let's upgrade all of this. So I'm going to have to do all of this. Anyway. I will fight you. Yeah, I'll fight you. Of course I'll fight you. I ain't scared of you. I ain't scared of UK. Pay to play Phoenix. Yeah, but you've got like, is this your Betty and whatever account? This is like Betty and Wukong, isn't it? Yeah. So I'm Basilisk. So you're just going to smack the crap out of me. You got 3 trans heroes. My Gaggy's not even got V1. Hey Chris, how you doing, man? I didn't see Chris say hi. So obviously, Kay, you're going to beat this account because it's not set up yet. I'm not doing that. I'm not spending $300 on a skip event. I would possibly consider doing it if it was tied into a main event, but they always do it on the little shitty side events to try and encourage you to spend on an event that you don't want to spend on. So, yeah. Ain't nobody got time for that. Oh, shut up, Kay. You bully. You've got... Your team is set up. Mine was not set up in the slightest. Ooh, yeah, you got 2 V4s. B stones all around. Yeah, well, I haven't got anything. I am drowning in weakness. No, I haven't done the trans fights yet. And listen, the rewards are so crap, I'm not even bothered about it. So, should we do some hero pulls? Because I've got to do some food. I've got to build up some food. Oh, wow. 3-star central. Heroic Miracle tomorrow. If only someone done an event preview. 5 cores are due. Oh, I know. I'm not really... I don't have anyone I can fight, and I'm just not that fussed. If only someone done an event preview that had all the stuff that you needed to complete it. Oh, wait. There is someone that's done an event preview that shows everything that you need for it. That's me. I'm going to quickly get the event review up. I hate listening to myself speak. I don't know how you guys put up with it, to be honest. Right. There we go. So what do I need for tomorrow? I'll make sure I save enough to do Heroic Miracle. Listen to that scroll wheel suck. Oh, I'm never gonna have enough. I'm never gonna have enough 4 stars anyway. But I think I do need Bambi, don't I? Nope. We're not gonna worry about that today. Yeah, right. It's really frustrating, right? There's 2 things I can see in live chat. On my chat, I have live chat and top chat. And so sometimes everything comes up, sometimes it doesn't. Everything comes up for me at the moment because I've changed it. With you guys, you'll have a setting for live chat and quick chat. Oh, by the way, guys, I don't know. I'm going to show you something, right? I'm going to show you how to do the hype so everyone can hype my videos, because you will need to hype my videos or I'm going to have to quit YouTube forever. Get up here. Right, so they have to have like no subscribers. I don't have any subscribers. So what you do, you go onto a channel that's got no subscribers. Erin Eats. I don't know who this is. She's got 9.5k subscribers. Wait. Why is it not letting me hype it? We'll like the video. No, it's not letting me hype this either. But it was on my It was letting me do it. Surely it's not just a case of I hype my own videos. It's just on mobile. That can't be the thing. That can't be it. Yeah, Randy, that's it. But you can't do it on desktop. Why couldn't you do it on desktop, do you reckon? Because it should be here, right? So you can only hype if you're on mobile. That's weird. It's very weird. Should we check how my channel's doing on stream for you 11 absolute chads that are here? So we're gonna look at subscribers, right? Why is it like this? This is pathetic. I hate this so much. Sometimes it's so much easier, right, to view stuff. Okay, this is kind of all right. Oh, it's not though. It's so much easier to look on mobile. Why do they make it easier on mobile than they do on the computer? Wild that they do that. Right, hold on. There you go. No, still shit. Oh yeah, we're doing really good. We're doing all right, to be fair. Like I had a day the other day, so I had 23 subs, 18 from the live stream, 1 from other. I don't know what that was from, and then 4 from the videos. Even the other day I had 9 just randomly, and then yesterday I had none. But yeah, so it's going up, and as I said, spikes like that really help. Yeah, that was the 40 concurrent viewer live. Do you know what I mean? That's all the good stuff. That's all. Even Ren, and Ren has been in stream since, so we like the fact that Ren's here. Because my live streams have been doing good, right? So I'll show you what I mean. Where will we look at? No, this is just videos. We want to look at lives. That video done terribly, which is fine. Transbasilisk launch, right? So we go into analytics. So this is since it was published, which means so this is nice, Kay. So this is after the stream ended. This is how many people have watched that stream. So they've watched it 347 times, 64.6 watch hours, and I got 5 subs from people watching after the stream ended. But in total, it done really well. But then if you, yes, again, it's so much easier on mobile, bro. It's ridiculously easier on mobile. It's harder here. Pansear though, that sucks. I mean, it's nice to get a full shot, full odd shiny, but we don't want one of the shit monkeys. Yeah, it might be a great shiny, but it's a terrible Pokemon, dude. I think they've messed up the shiny rates though, haven't they? I've been reading, because everyone's getting shinies. Should we upgrade Gaggy? Or should we wait till we're 130 and then I can upgrade Geista? But Geista needs support. I actually feel like Gaggy would make more sense to make the stronger for the time being. Nice. So it depends. I can do. I can't. Do you know what? So many of these are just 3 stars, bro. I think I might have to cleanse out the 3 stars, you know. No, well, let's see if we can build any first. I don't think we can build any. Oh, we can. We can build a Dark Hero. Okay, cool. What is our shard situation looking like? We've got loads of 4 stars. Oh, okay, so we're fine, because that's over 50 anyway. Build what, bro? I'm not building anyone. I'm just going to sort the food out. I'm going to sort the food out, because I have to sort the food out anyway, right? So it kind of makes sense to do that now, because it's hard to do that during the day. Oh, okay, I don't care. Sorry, I understand what you mean. Listen, bro, on this account, it doesn't really matter. It doesn't. If it was a free-to-play account, obviously it'd matter. Or it was a really early account, it matters. Nice, Randy. Yeah, so we're gonna build up some food. So we've got 231. So we're gonna pull out every. Does it make sense to pull stuff out of the bag? Yeah, it does. It does, doesn't it? No, hold on. Why did it matter if I done it today anyway? It's Heroic Miracle tomorrow, not Shelter. No, it's Sheltered tomorrow. Not Miracle. Isn't it? Have I messed up? Have I messed up? Is my account review going to be redundant now? It's not redundant, because to be honest with you, no. Shelter mission. That's not what you... Okay, God. You'd have thought after like 8 years of playing this game I'd understand it. This is the one where you have to give up 4-star heroes, right? Yeah. Yeah. No, I haven't, because you've been bullying me on stream quite a lot, and you just bullied my non-meta account, so I feel like you didn't deserve me to look at your account. I'm only joking. Yeah, of course we can. Yeah. We'll get it set up. Tomorrow is... I'll do it over the weekend, I suppose. We'll do it on stream at one point. That would kind of make sense, wouldn't it? Should we see? So yeah, let's pull out some heroes out the bag, because we've got loads of heroes to pull out the bag. And I want to build up some food and see exactly where we're at. Should we put out the elites first? 1. Why is she in elite shards? Yeah, your account's very meta. Don't even start me with that. Thank you very much, young man. Oberon. Oberon shouldn't be an elite either. We're just going to pull 10. Okay. Nice wide spread. Nice wide spread. Okay, again. Spreadable. Best is spreadable. So yeah, we're doing alright. Doing alright. Food. Food. Let's put all this shit out. Let's know exactly where we're at with stuff, because we don't need to keep this in the bag. Should I keep some hero copies in the bag? Maybe. Possibly. Where are we for monthly events? So, right, we do need to do fusions. I know. So we can do fusions. Let's make up... I just got rid of loads of 3 stars. Not that it matters. Not that it matters. But what I'll do that tomorrow, so that I can make sure that I'm keeping the good 4 stars that I need. So I'll do some building tomorrow. Mr. Incognito. Yes, you did. I'm sorry, bro. I'm such a noob. Should I go and see what the guild is? Hold on, because it's not this account. It's my other account. It's my main account that I want to do that with, and then I'll jump aboard. Yeah, but what I'm saying is, Rand, I don't want to bring. I don't want to have to bring all my heroes out and then manually go through them and shit. So every time I pull out a load of 4 stars, I'll then fuse them up, but check first that I don't need them for Miracle. So, the guild ID is there. If anyone... Yeah, I know, okay, it's fine. I am a noob. If anyone wants to join the guild... No, hey, listen, Mr. Incognito is in the Discord. He's very friendly. So, We're all friends here. So if anyone wants to join the guild and they're in server 118, no, server 35, which I don't think anyone's in server 35 now, please join so I can get the guild level up, so that I can actually start doing guild stuff with everyone on Discord. Even if you just make a peasant account that just logs in every now and then to do guild bosses and stuff, because I don't think you don't actually have to do well in any of it. You just have to be there and be present. So if anyone can start server 35 and join this guild. No, to be fair, Incognito, I got what you said, bro. K's only joking. K's only joking. He's not being serious. I knew what you meant. I knew what you meant. And I am a noob, so I don't really care. But yeah, Randy, I'm looking at you. Kay, I'm looking at you. Server 35. Join this server. Join this server now. And then join this guild. Get it to the point you can join the guild. So then I can make a guild for all of us. Maybe. We'll get someone like Ren to join. He won't join. But I'm going to put that on the hook. It's called VH Main, bro. It's there. You better, Kay. Because I think it's literally these contributions add up. Why can't you see it? Well, that's not my problem, is it? Why can't you see it? Server 35, guild leader. Oh my god, guys, why didn't you tell me? Sorry, I thought you meant you couldn't see the fucking guild. You couldn't see the screen. Of course you couldn't see the screen. Yeah, sorry. Yeah, I didn't know that's what you meant. High focus. It's yeah, but you didn't say. I've got multiple screens. I've got a dog there that's winding me up. I've got people calling me noob. I've got you badgering me. Randy's at any moment going to start flipping tables. And I just can't, I just can't deal with it. Are you going to mug me off? Are you going to say I should call it a VH noob or something? Is that what you're going to say? Kurururing. Gonna mug me right off. This is the main. Start the riot. No, there's no need to riot. Everyone's in a good mood. I just need you all to start accounts and join join this. I'll get that back up when needed. I am going to turn the screen back off because I'm going to go back to the Hey Samadhi. No, listen, no one's rioting today. Dario, I've already made that joke, but yes, I'm sure that's exactly what Focus was going to say. But I didn't give him the chance. I don't even know what this guild's called. What's this guild? This is my other guild, just VH Gaming. It's not as cool, is it? So, oh, I know. There's no riots today. Let's focus on building up some food, eh? Because we need to do that. Good. And I hope they kill you. Or knock you out, rather, not kill you. So, I've got... I didn't mean it like kill. Who do we need to build? Oh, we need to build loads on this account, so it doesn't really matter. So we need a field. Have we got a spare field? We have got a spare field. Field can be one of our 10 stars then. One of our 10 stars. Everyone here is food, right? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we've got 40. Which means we're going to be 24 short. We don't have enough food here. I say that, so it means we can build a 9 star easily. So we could do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we've got enough just to basically build a 6 star here. With that 6 star, it's going to be tight. And this will be a 9 star. 3, 24, 20. Okay. So we build a 9-star here. It'd probably be Gaggy here. And he could be food. Ah, we've got a shit ton here of... Wow, we got so much forest food. Holy crap. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 42. 68. So that's another 10-star here. How are we looking in the glory challenges? We've done E5 for everyone other than Shadow. It's because we don't mess around with Eloise on this account. It's wild, right. CSG is looking good, bro. The issue with CSG is that it's not CSG, it's fucking PSG. So yeah, we've got a conversion problem. So we've got 400 starry gems, 7,000 contract starries, we've got 6,600 prisms. So we're going to end up with 30,000 contract starries by when all said is done. Why is there such a high turnover of Aspens? What is this even for? Yeah, it's just terrible, terrible value. Who's buying them? For 25, I suppose it makes sense. Yeah, it's not fair, is it? Incognito, it's not fair. I know it's not fair. But I paid for this for content. And in reality, I don't think I needed to do it. So I've actually just wasted money. But the account's going to be fun. I need to just do it. I need to just sort this out. I need to just do the building. I need to build out all my stuffs. Because I planned it relatively. So we can build a 9-star field. Yes. We can build a 10-star here. I don't think I've got enough copies to build anyone, do I? Penny? No. I must have branches, to be fair. Must have loads of branches. So we need Flame Strike, Emily, Penny, or Unimax. Someone remember what I just said. And I know you're not concentrating on what I'm doing. I've got 12,000 branches. Right. Christian. Nope. So, I can't remember what we said. Flame Strike, Penny, Unimax. Unimax, Penny, Flame Strike, Emily. That's what I said. Yes, because I think now we're just one away from Ice Blink as well, to be fair. We're now one away from Mirage. God, this is just what it's going to be like. It's just going to be a competition to the top. Don't want you. Don't want liquor. Well, we could do with a little bit of liquor. I think we've now got enough Ice Blinks. That shit's cray. We do have enough Ice Blinks. I can't believe... No, I can't believe we've got so many branches. That's a load of branches, man. That's something we're gonna get more because we're gonna max out on orbs. Even on this account, we're probably gonna max out on orbs. I think that's what we're gonna do. So, 10-star Ice Blink, unless we've already made one, in which case we haven't. That's fine. It's such a shame about Unimax and Penny, bro, because I was gonna build them. I'm gonna make a new account. Really light spender. because free to play is fine, but it just takes forever. I've rushed this account too much. And we're not level 130, and food's the problem. And that gets boring, like, because there's not a natural, like, there's not a flow to it, because you feel like you're being held back. So I feel like I could have spent half the money and been at a similar kind of point and just had more fun and more progression with it. I have terrible luck with branches, bro. Yeah, I know. It's funny, because, I mean, Ice Blink, though, as a free-to-play, thanks to that sweet content. Hey, it's what I'm here for. It's what I'm here for. Where I actually don't think it'd do that bad. That's like a baby version of what Flora does. That's shit. And that, with a Dragon Rui Splendid, could be insane. Could be insane. Do you know what? I'm surprised that's round limited. I'm surprised back in the day they capped that to 3 rounds. But yeah, I think Ice Link's super dope. So let's make some moves, eh? Let's make some moves. So we know we can do Ice Blink. So we need to make our boy Ice Blink to 9. Oh no, we can just I think we can just straight up make him a 10-star on this account. On this one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 times 8, 48 with 5. Oh no, we're gonna be short. I've got an Ice Blink in the bag. It doesn't matter. I've got loads of 4 stars. So listen, we'll have more tomorrow. So let's make a 9-star Ice Blink. Let's make a 9-star field, knowing that they can be 10 stars. We'll build a 9-star whatever here purely for food purposes. And we can make we can make a 10-star and a 9-star here, I'm pretty sure, because we've already got the 4 with loads of 4 stars. So who have I got here that we can make? We don't want to get rid of the Heart Watcher copies yet, do we? Hey Rubia. We've got Vessers. Should we do... So we've got I've got 4 Freyas. And we've got Vessers. So let's go do some more. Let's go do some more branches. I nearly just done summonings then. That'd have been funny, wouldn't it? Oh, it doesn't really matter. It doesn't really matter. Nope. Rubia, what was your... Because I know you from Discord. What was your name on here originally then? Oh, your Cura Focus. That being Rubia is a lot easier to pronounce if we're being brutally honest with ourselves. Mainly because I don't know how to pronounce Cura. God. Just keep Edgar. Edgar should be so good. Like when you look at him. No, we don't want to see a Gru. I don't want to see any of this. I need a Vesa. Or I can't remember what else I need. Valkyrie. Was she one that I needed? I needed more than one defo. Oh god. It's getting closer and closer to our guaranteed. And the thing is, I don't want to waste our guaranteed. Freya it was. Freya or Vesa. Okay. Let's go Vesa. Let's go Kargath again. Another one who looks like he should be awesome. It's such a shame they're not. Yeah, I don't like Chief. That's another fun thing we can do. I might even do it for tomorrow. Put them, do class specific ones. No, it's fine. It's fine. Incognito. It's fine. It's just one of those things. I just get anti-streamer luck sometimes. But then on the non-meta account, I got loads of stuff. So we're getting a shit ton of Dragon Slayers. Bowl accounts, that's what they want us to build. Where are we at Dragon Slayers now? Is that 4 or 3? 3. He started off at none. So it could be a Dragon Slayer we end up 10 star in here. We could rank everyone A to F tier on how they look. Like, not in terms of do they look cool, but do we think they look like they're strong? Like in different factions. So Rosa would be at the bottom because Rosa doesn't look like he's strong at all. Malassia looks weak. Like, you don't look at them and think they're going to be really good. Chief, I don't think looks good. And Elder, I feel like looks like a beast. Nope. Oh God, we're getting. Are we getting unlucky because we're doing puppets? Kargath looks strong. Is that why we're getting unlucky? Because we're doing puppets? Let's try Zekis. That freaked me out. I thought, what is that? Right, let's save Geista. Oh, panic. I thought, is that a new hero? Oh, I might just have to take someone out of a... Right. We're not using our 100 on this because just to get someone to feed. I know it sounds stupid because I'm about to take someone out of a chest for it. Join the guild. Yeah, boy. It's not this guild. No, I'm on the wrong guild. Incognito. Do I have to accept you, or did it just let you straight up join? I'm pretty sure I changed it so people could just join. I forgot what I was going to do. Oh yeah. So we need to get a Vesa. We've got the shit chests. Yeah, we've got loads of shit chests. To be fair, we're running low on chests, aren't we? Because of awakenings. No regrets. Have I got one of her in a bag? Anyway. No. Okay. I start to get very upset with myself. Would I have got very upset with myself? Probably not very upset. Probably not very upset. I probably would have been like a medium amount of upsetness. Right, let's build our girl Vesa. Who did we say we were going to build? Come on, I don't have to. Ice Blink. Ice Blink. Oh, we haven't done 6 stars. That's the problem with them. Mirage. Oh, could do 2 Mirages. And then should be able to Ice Blink ourselves. Sounded a bit creepy, didn't it? Ice Blink ourselves to 9 star. He's got blonde hair. I'm pretty sure I knew that. I can't remember now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Fine. I've already got a puppet. That's fine because I'll need one for 6 star for 10 starring him anyway. So that's fine. And then we were going to do field, weren't we? We were going to do field. How many 6 stars we got in the Baig? None. Fine. So we need 2 6 stars from the Baig. Does it matter who we build? Not really. Kamath? Bloodblade. Nice. And then I reckon we've got enough to 9 star. Yeah, boy. Because I know there's some of you sick pervs that would like a female version of Field. We don't roll like that over here. Not in this house. I know we're getting rid of people you probably like, but they've never been built on this account. So we can get rid of 1 field because we're only going to 10 star, right? Get rid of Karma. How many got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. God. 1, 2, 3, 4. 9. So we need 4. We've already built Bade. Probably get another Dominator. Probs. There you go. 9 star Fieldamus. So how are we looking? 9 star Field, 9 star Ice Blink, nothing there. 9 star Vesa. We could also build another 9-star for food purposes right here. Let's do Edgar. Free stuff. Free stuff. Edgar. And then we need to make... Oh, got plenty of food there. Got a D plus Morax. Then we'll make a 9-star from here. Probably don't have enough, do I? 1, 2, 3, 18. We can start making a 9-star. So let's make 2 6-stars from there. And we'll make a 9-star Dragon Slayer. Yeah, that's what we're going to do. And the Dragon Slayer can be food. Dragon Slayer can be food. That's all he's suitable for now. Back in the day, Dragon Slayer had some utility. He was a bit of a monster. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 10, 11, 12, 13. Okay. 9-star. Marguerite. Sorry, KB. Was that what I said we were going to do? I've probably fucked that right up. I will accept you in a second, bro. I'll accept you in a second. Oh, yeah. He looks like he should be the leader. And you read his skills there, you're like, oh, how disgustingly underwhelming is that? But oh, wow, look at the food I've got here. It's mainly 4 stars. It's not mainly 4 stars. Ooh. Got plenty of food there. Right, let's get another two 5 stars made up. Should be one of each. Yep. No, because he looks cool, to be fair. You got cooked. Okay. Listen, no one forced you to watch the stream. So I don't like the fact that you're blaming us for your poor Pokemon skills. If you can't be a Pokemon master from muscle memory, if you need a focus tube, then you know that's your own problem, man. I wouldn't be losing Pokemon battles when watching a stream. So that's just me. I'm just too good. Okay, just because you're like 6'5", I'm also pretty sure that you probably weigh about 6 stone. I don't know how many kilograms that is. 50 kilograms. Because I imagine you're wafer thin because you're 18. So that's all I'm going to think. So I'm not scared of you. You're also in the Netherlands. So you're miles away. That's it, Incognito. Don't blame us on your skill issue. That's your own fault. It's fine. Like, it's fine. Yeah, you 50 keys. Yeah, that's what I think. 50 keys. There's nothing wrong with being 50 keys. It's all okay. It's all good. It's all good in the hood, Kay. It's all good in the hood. So, let's see where we've got to. We can make Field and Ice Blink and Vesa 10-star. We've got a 10-star there, which means we can V4 Gaggy tomorrow, which is great news. And we can get rid of our KB. It probably makes more sense to get rid of Flora because we need her guild tech. So we can get rid of Flora. We could actually V4 3 heroes because that could... So what we've got would V4 Gagamus. Then we could use KB as a replacement for Holmes Young. And then use Flora's food to build up Holmes Young. Star Alchemist Holmes Young. Go on, you focus. You focus, boy. You focus. So... Randy, I don't know how to respond to that. I'm not going to lie to you. I've seen lots of different things being said in my chat, I don't know how I'm supposed to react. One part of me thinks that's really cute. The other part makes me want to tell you to go save the dog. Koji, how you doing, man? Thank you for joining me on my daytime stream. Much appreciated. I'll also make a point, Randy, it's not a stray dog if he's got a hoodie on. Just saying, it sounds more like a lost dog. Or it's a stray dog that doesn't have a hoodie on. There's so many different ways that could go, that situation. But I do want to know what happens at the end of the situation. So let us know. Keep us in the loop. Don't leave us hanging with that. Now you've brought up a dog on stream, we kind of have to know how it ends. Or it's just unfair. Well, Randy, you just ignored everything I said because that's exactly what I said. So I appreciate you're focusing on the dog. But you have to focus on both. Because obviously we can't interact about the dog. I'm in a bit of a sticky situation. No pun intended. Because I don't know. I want to do stuff. I've got 5 there. I used all my hero chests for awakenings. I actually have is the weird thing. That's how I kind of know that it's not an uncommon thing, but it's also a thing that stray dogs don't have that people do have. That's right, coach. Only on Thursdays and only when I don't have the kids. Yeah. Yeah, Randy, that's the point. It's cold outside, so they put a hoodie on him. You need to get your story straight, because right now it does sound like what Incognito is saying, that you're just trying to get us to agree that you should go steal the dog. So that's what it sounds like to me and everyone else in the chat. I'm just letting you know how we feel. Oh, I've got 6-star chests. Ooh, where did they come from? Well, because Randy, everyone would know that you don't steal a dog that has a hoodie on, because you know it belongs to someone. It's literally only you that questions it. I've got chests. I have got chests. So we're going to do Holmes Young tomorrow on stream. We're going to fucking do it live. The only problem I've just realised that I've done... No, I can build him up. I can build him up with the food I've got. That's fine. Don't really want to use Ice Blink as food though. Might have to now. So... Right. So tomorrow, we're going to become a five-man team with a Heart Watcher. It's a 6-man team, but including a shit Heart Watcher. So it'll be Gaggy, Geester, Transcendence, Holmes Young is what our team's going to be. Flora's going, King Barton's going to go. We've got the 4 10-stars we need in food to build up Gaggy to V4. We're going to replace KB with Holmes Young and then use the food from Flora to build him up to V4. So we're going to have 3 V4s. And then the next set of food will be to build up Geester to Tree of Origin. Because I have got subs. I've got loads of food to make up. So we should be in a really good spot actually. Oh yeah, because I've got 25 of these. I've got 12 million Stellar. I've got some stones, which I'm not going to use. I've got loads of that waiting, ready to go. So I can fully do Geester. Not like that. I also have 150 treasure tickets to use. Which I'll probably do as like a opening Void campaign special stream. That sounds like fun. Let's claim all this shit out. What was that for? Nope. Wrong. Cool. So we've got some more stuff coming our way. Broken spaces 8. Well, mate, to be honest with you, you're the one suggesting now that you're stealing the dog. None of us have said that you're going to steal the dog. You've kind of insinuated that's definitely what you're planning on doing. Please don't steal the dog, Randy. Okay? It's not fair. If it has a hoodie, it means his owner loves it very much. Or he's big on fashion. Once saw a lady running down the road, screaming after a dog, little chihuahua with a coat on. Come back, Mrs. Paco Sanchez, come back. So, if there's a lady that wants that dog, he's probably got a funky name as well. Because the only people that put clothes on their dogs are crazy women. Blokes don't do it. It is a dope name for a dog. It is a dope name for a dog. And the reality is, the chihuahua wasn't even running away from her. It was just like trotting, like a jog. But the lady was old and just couldn't keep up. So, yeah. That's why you gotta be careful what you name your dog. My kids came up with some stupid names for my dog. So I was like, nope. Because I'm not running after my dog screaming a stupid name. The big name was Skittles. They wanted to call the dog Skittles. And I was like, I'm not doing it. I'm not having a Rottweiler called Skittles. If someone breaks into the house, I've just got, Skittles, come help me. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. Admittedly, I didn't want to go down the route of Rex or something like that. Mr. Pumpkin Pie. Yeah, exactly. To be fair, my kids, when we got the dog, would have been 8 and 4. So... Koji, it was horrific last night, bro. Horrific last night. And it's been bad today, but nowhere near as bad today. We kind of got it all overnight. How much damage did we do? Not a fucking lot is the answer to that question. Is it worth doing 25? No, because our team's going to get better tomorrow. So we've got gold. We've got gems. Should we get... I presume he has already got resonance gear. Cool. I even put boots on him. I haven't even put boots on Geista. Should we get a mage set done up? Well, Koji, listen, mate, if it's dangerous out there, then I'm pretty sure that you can email into your university and say to them, it's dangerous. I might fly away. There's dogs running around fully clothed, old ladies sprinting after them, calling them weird names. This guy Randy keeps on threatening to steal all the dogs and you're worried that he's going to steal you too. Loads of stuff. I can start rumours all day long. Absolutely fine doing that. It's a pretty nasty joke, which I'm not going to say. Because it's inappropriate. But there's that thing, you could say it's not stealing if you shout surprise. That's what we say at school, but not about stealing. Actually, looking back, that's really dark that we say that stuff at school. Might need to reevaluate some things after thinking about that. Right. So, Flora baby is gonna be fed with KB. Yeah. Can we just all establish at this point? I want to draw a line under it. Randy isn't even hinting at stealing the dog. He has insinuated very heavily that if the dog wasn't too far away, he would steal the dog. But the dog is now too far away for him to steal it. He's not doing it out of moral superiority. He's now not stealing the dog out of laziness. Otherwise, he would be stealing that dog. Rather than little treats, just little tiny hoodies like baby onesies. Come here, Mrs. Paco Sanchez. We got a nice new home for you. I've got to stop. I need to concentrate. I'm getting so distracted so easily. Don't encourage him to steal the fucking dog. We're all going to get... In the UK, it's so bad at the moment, I'm pretty sure I could get arrested just for even suggesting that you go take that dog. Just in case it's considered inciting... What's it? At the moment, loads of people keep on getting arrested for it. It's pathetic. Inciting violence. Yeah. Or he's just looking for some cash in hand work. Hey, puppy. My dog's now in the room. No face, no case. My face is here. Just imagine the FBI swatting me. I presume it's not the FBI that swats. There's no FBI in this country. I'm pretty sure we don't have SWAT teams. Just Keir Starmer bursting down my door. Did you say something that offended someone? You're under arrest. Jail for 10 million years. Probably wouldn't happen. But actually, I say that. I'll end up coming on a boat over to you, Koji. In Belgium. MI5 and MI6. Derek! Hey, Derek. That's a new name. And now you're on their watch list because you typed in the letters there. I'm not going to repeat what you wrote. Yeah. That's why Sandy isn't on the stream. It's because Sandy's looking after Mrs. Paco Sanchez. And this is all... Am I South... Have you actually spelt South London like that? Am I South London? No, I am south of London, though. Am I south of London? I'm east of London. I'm on the river. No, I'm on the sea. It's a shit sea. It's the worst sea. Yes, Derek, I am from Essex. Whereabouts are you, my friend? Or is this just Keir Starmer in disguise? You were just the police tracking me down. Well, that's a shame. That's a shame. I'm joking. Are you Danny G from Smethwick? Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, we got him. he's got the dog. He's got the dog. Give me my dog. I'll see you later, bro. Nice seeing you. Chat to you again in the Discord. I will accept you into the guild in a sec. Derek, listen. I know what you mean by saying that. No one else in this chat is English, I don't think. We are not going to get down that route, the political route. But, you know, we all know what's happening. Do you know what I mean? We all know what's happening in places like Birmingham and stuff like that. Well, I say what's happening, what's been happening. But it is what it is. It's not much better down here, to be honest with you. But, yeah. Yeah. I tell you now, mate, London went a long time ago. Oh, God. God, don't. No, let's not get political because, honestly, I have very strong opinions. Not like bad opinions, but very strong opinions on stuff. And it's just the type of thing. People don't come here for political commentary. They come here to watch me a mobile game that I'm really bad at. So let's just leave it at that, I think. Listen, stop trying to bait me into talking about it. Naming lots of different places that has gone. But yeah, it has gone. Terribly. I say it's bad down here. It's not that bad, Ryan. It's not that bad. Because where I'm from, a lot of people moved here after the Second World War, so everyone's like fully integrated, so it's fine. We don't have many new gens, because I think the new gens is kind of the issue, right? Gammonzilla. I haven't heard that expression before, but I get what you mean. Yeah. Nigel Farage, our Lord and Saviour. Slash the boats. Slash the boats. Oh, God. Our country is in a terrifying state. Oh, God. It is so bad. It's so bad. Advanced UK. I haven't heard of that one. They're popping up everywhere, mate, aren't they? That's the problem with them. Honestly, it is. And do you know what as well? And it's really difficult because I know that I've got, and I don't mean this in like the reason I don't like getting political is because I know that I've got quite a few of people on here are Asian and they come from Asia and stuff like that, from people I've talked to and asked where they're from. So I don't want people to get me wrong whatsoever. My issue isn't people of different races or religions. It's and I was very fortunate. I got brought up to be. I say no. Okay, let me clarify this. I was brought up in Essex, which is very white. Now it does have a lot of people that moved here after the Second World War. So like Windrush, people like so Jamaican stuff like that. But everyone's really integrated because they're like 3 generations down the line. I was brought up. My dad's best friend, his wife is black, and the daughter's a mixed race. And I went to prom with one of the daughters. My best friends at school were black twins. Their mum was full on Nigerian, like a proper Nigerian mum, who I adored. She was terrifying, but I adored her. So all my experience of multiculturalism growing up was really positive. So I had nothing bad to think about or to say about. I went to a grammar school, and again, you're meeting people that they're integrated and etc. And then, mate, as I've grown up and I've experienced the other side of it from certain people, it is terrifying. Yeah, it's so difficult. As I said, and I'm probably one of the better people to have an opinion on it, because I said, because I grew up with 0 issues. And I've now, as I've gotten older, I've seen the issues that it can be caused. Derek, to be fair, mate, it's not just one demographic that won't assimilate. That's not true for a start. I can promise you that much. I've got, there's a couple that I've got in mind that just don't want to be a part of it. Right? Yeah. They just don't want to be a part of it at all. And that's fine if you want to keep to yourself. But don't bring the crap over here with you. Do you know what I mean? It's just insane. It's just insane. And the issue is, you can't do you know, it's funny. 5 minutes ago I said I'm not going to get political. And here we go. But it's just so difficult. And you can't say anything without being considered a racist. Like the one time you turn around and say multiculturalism hasn't really worked. Oh, you're a racist. Like, I'm not. I don't hate anyone. But I can tell you that a lot of them hate us. Do you know what I mean? But I've always found it weird that people leave their country because it's not safe. And I do feel for them, right? Because I've grown up in a very fortunate position, and I was just lucky, right? Grow up in a fortunate position. And if I was brought up in an unfortunate position, I'd want to move. Why wouldn't I? But then I also wouldn't then go somewhere and be like, the place I came from was a shithole and it was dangerous. So I want to come to this safe place and make this shithole and dangerous. I just can't fathom it. Yeah. It's weird because we don't have, and this is the other thing, right? My brother lives in Australia, and I didn't realise this. the Aboriginals over in Australia cause some problems, but because obviously we don't hear and see that. And so it's funny, you say about Mexicans, we don't really have Hispanic people. Obviously, we've got the Spanish, but they're not the same as the Mexicans, right? It's not the same as South Americans, even though it's the Latin American thing. So my experience of Mexican dudes that I've met in real life and as I've been abroad is they're super cool. But I appreciate if you live in an area where that can be a problem, that can be a problem. But yeah, Koji, that's 100% true. And it's fine, right? Like, it's fine if you want to go somewhere different, but you have to assimilate. You can't just go there and expect things to change for you. No, I know they're not saying, but what I mean is, I've said before, not on stream, that we haven't had Hispanics. And then someone said, what about Spanish? I was like, yeah, I know that, but that's different culturally to Mexicans and other South Americans, which again, I've met several in my life and I've dealt with them through work and I've had great experiences with the South Americans. And so I have got nothing negative to say about Mexicans. I've met Mexicans, Brazilians. I haven't met any Argentinians. I met a couple of Chileans, and they were really nice people. Yeah, but they don't, and they want to change the laws. That's the problem, isn't it? And you can't criticise. We can be criticised, but can't criticise them. It's really difficult. I just want everyone to get on, mate. I just want everyone to be happy. Have I met Romanians? A lot of them in the UK. Listen, Dan, I'm not going to go down that route. But Dan, what are you? No, God, this is getting a little bit close to what I didn't want to happen. But Dan, you're Romanian yourself. That's a weird name for a Romanian, Daniel Koeman. But it's so weird, Dan. Because we have an issue in Essex, right? And it's not, first generations don't seem to be a problem, right? If you've grown up here, you don't tend to have the issues. So, and I don't want to be patronising, because I don't think they were Romanian. I can't remember what country they're from, but when I was at college, there was like a group of 3, like 2 of them were sisters, 1 was separate, but they all came together. It was weird, and they were great. But my God, man. Like the dad of both of them, there was 2 dads. They used to come to the college and stuff like that, and you just don't understand it. It's just not the way you behave. But the kids were perfect. The kids were fine. I used to get on really well with them. Vasil, I like Vasil. Yeah, it's weird. It's weird old life, mate. But do you know, it's funny. When I was in school, so I would say 20 years ago, we had a multiculturalism day, and we all went in. We had to do we'd done like a presentation on a different culture, and it was really promoted then, multiculturalism. But it seemed to almost work 20 years ago. I don't know where the shift has come from. Because certainly now it just feels different. It just feels so different. Yeah, Dan, maybe. I don't know what it is. But I also think there's this element of, you know, if you're like, say you're my age, 34 this Saturday, you've lived your whole life being a certain way. You go to a different place. Do you want to change the way you are? Probably not. Whereas I think if you're a kid, if you're 5 and under and you go to a different country, you grow up in that country, in that culture, so you just act differently. You act how the people in that country act. Eze, shut up, man. Yeah, so, but obviously any Europeans can come here and be the same, like similar anyway. I think there is a cultural difference. But Sabadi, that's the point I'm making. As I said, I think it was really encouraged like 20 years ago. Multiculturalism was like a big thing, and it wasn't really seen as a negative either. Because it's funny, if you speak to like my nan is 93 and sharp as a tack, right? She remembers the Second World War. She was a kid and she lived in London and she got moved out down here to Essex. Okay, don't. I already said I don't want to talk about politics, but I've now descended into the madness. And it's funny, right? Because if you ask my nan's 93-year-old white woman, okay? If you asked her about Sikhs or the people that came over from Windrush, the Jamaicans, or anything like that, she only has positive things to say. If you ask her about people that came over, and this is really funny because I've met someone like this as well. If you ask someone that came over from the West Indies, because we needed the people from the West Indies during the 40s after, basically for population, right, to help the country run. Again, if you ask people in their 90s about those people, they have only lovely things to say. You ask her, not that we do ask her, or any other 90-year-old woman, what they think about the people that come over now, and it is like, okay, right, let's shut that down. Let's not listen to what that's happening. Yeah, Kay is difficult, but I think, to be fair, everyone's kept it nice here so far. Yeah, it hasn't gone to, I'll shut it down if it goes too far, to be fair, but no one's crossed a line as far as I'm aware. Yeah, Derek, I completely agree with you. I think where it was just accepted over the past however long, and as I said, because they did, right? There is Asian men, and I have met them, I have worked for them, I've done work for them, and they will complain about the bloody immigrants. And you think because they've been here for 50 years, right? They call everyone that comes over now an immigrant, and it is so because they've still got the accent, so it's funny listening to them. Because they've been here for so long. That's not a criticism of them. It just makes me laugh that they'll talk about the guys that come over now as though they're really bad, and they don't consider themselves immigrants because they've been here for so long. But they were vital to our country in the 50s, etc., when we were building back up from the war, which is why, yeah, people, Asians certainly, that have been here for 50, 60 years are British, effectively. And their kids and their grandkids are brought up British. I think the issue is that you get a lot of first generations come over here from countries that possibly aren't the most developed, and they're not interested in integrating. And then you can't criticise it because you're considered racist. Yeah, I know, Dan, but they don't consider themselves immigrants. And it's not just... There was actually a series called Citizen Khan on TV. And it only lasted one series, right? And it was basically... I think it was Pakistanis. And it was a family of Muslims. And the dad's Citizen Khan, right? He's Mr. Khan. And he's an immigrant. But he doesn't consider himself an immigrant. It's a really good show that was like proper tongue-in-cheek, and they just cancelled it. Yeah, Derek, I know the Brits built the UK, but what I'm saying is, obviously, we lost a lot of manpower after the Second World War, and they came over and helped. Like that is what happened. There's no denying that. They were invited over. They helped us during the war. They're invited over. And rightly so. Same as like I who died? I don't know. Yeah, that is it. It's so that is it. But yeah, but both legal immigration where they're not assimilating for me is a problem. But yeah. Yeah, but a lot of the West Indians came over in the 40s and 50s as well, because it was part of the British Empire, wasn't it? I mean, obviously not that, but that's why they came over. But then look at how the Windrush has been dealt with. I mean, it's horrendous, isn't it? And this isn't a case. I'm not one way or the other, to be fair, but I think that it's like where we pulled out of. Where we pulled out of like Iraq and Afghanistan, and there was the Iraqis and the Afghanis that were helping us over there, and they were just left. Like the interpreters were just left. I think that's disgusting. They helped us in a war that we're waging on their own country, whether the war's right or wrong. and we pull out, they should be allowed back here. I don't, and I don't believe in it, but it's just, yeah, if people helped us out, they should be allowed, which is why the Brits have this big thing for the Gurkhas. Well, it depends how they're doing it, bro. Like, I can't, was it Dan was saying, someone was said about Birmingham, like Birmingham is, I don't know what the percentages are, but obviously the issue is, say you've got 60% of our population is Pakistani, they're going to vote in Pakistani members of parliament, stuff like that, and they're just going to want to enact their own laws and their own rules, and that's the problem with it, right? I know, Derek, but we don't. Well, for a start, I'll make a point, mate. It would definitely have been more than 1,000 interpreters over the course of those wars. So, but yeah, I don't know what the figures are. I don't know what the figures are. But it's difficult, isn't it? No, Ez, what have you said? Illegal immigration is more close to colonising. Well, no, colonising is going and taking a country like what the Brits did, what we did when we built empires. We just went to other countries and took them. We're like, this is our land. We like this now. We're going to take over. But then I'll make a point, mate. A lot of the British colonies are in a much better state when we ran them than they're running themselves. What just done this? But you're getting the best of each immigrant country. No, it doesn't work like that, Ez. What happens is they come over on the little small boats, and you don't know who you're getting. That's the issue with it. No, so that's where, and this is something people don't quite grasp. You need immigration to fill in gaps in your country, and you should obviously take in talented minds. But the other thing is, do you want to encourage brain drains from undeveloped countries? And the answer is no. I think Randy's trying not to get involved in the actual serious conversation. But no, so you can get the best, but then that's also unfair on the country they're coming from, because their country's never going to get better. But we have loads of spaces over here, like loads of space that we need to fill in different niches. But then my thing as well is people turn around and say, like, oh, since we left the EU that we lack nurses, and you say, well, okay, but the issue, that shouldn't be, the root cause of that is we're not training enough, right? It isn't that we need to go get more of them. Yeah, Derek, I agree with that. Yeah, we've got our own issues with people. Leaf, how you doing, bro? I reckon Leaf has got some opinions on what we've been talking about. I don't know why I think that. I just feel like he might have some opinions on it, because Leaf is an Aussie. But I said he might be completely the other way. But yeah, I didn't know that. Yeah, we're talking about immigration. I don't know why. I don't know how this has happened. We're talking about immigration. And Ez, it can be a really good thing. Immigration is a positive thing. Yeah, but immigration in general is a positive thing, right? But it depends how it's done. I think anyone that turns around and says they don't want immigration is a bit of a donut, because you need it for different skills. And there's nothing wrong with embracing other cultures. So for me, I'd love it if so we had some people when I lived in with my mum and dad. We had a family move across the road from us, and they brought us some presents because. Shut up, wasn't me. Yeah, they brought us some presents because it wasn't Diwali, it was something else, and they brought us some presents over. And so I remember googling like what I could give back, and it was a card and something else. I can't remember what I got them now, and I went over and handed it to them and said thank you. But it's like, that's great. So they went down to everyone in the road, and they gave everyone, because it was one of their religious holidays, they gave everyone, I think it was chocolates and like a card or flour or something. And it's nice. And it was great. And that's how you want to assimilate, isn't it? So we can learn about other cultures and they can still assimilate into ours. No, Eze, that is the problem, isn't it? Is the brain drain. So when you get poor countries and you take the really good people out of it, it doesn't really boost that country up. Tozy, I think it was either the first or the second one video you on the non-meta series. You will see. I will show you the bond packs. I don't buy them all on one episode. I told you Leaf would have an opinion. Oh, bless you, Tozy. Sorry, man. Yeah, it was definitely early on that I'd done it because I bought the bond packs. Maybe it was the second or third. No, Sabadi, what I'm saying is, right, if you've got a poor country and you've got a shit... okay, if you've got a poor country and the top 10% of brains decide to leave because it's a rubbish country to go to a better country, then that country is never going to improve. But that's not our problem, is it? I suppose. That's what I'd say. But it's so weird, right? Yeah, I know. And yeah, Derek, don't get me started on that. But it's funny because, like, I love the idea of moving to the US, and people criticize the US in Europe all the time. But I love the idea of moving to the US because I feel like it's the one country that you can go to. Yeah, but Sabadi, that's not what Derek's saying. If they're claiming benefits, they're not paying taxes, bro. I'd love to move to the US because I feel like the US is the one country in the world where you could move for any kind of climate you wanted. You could go for any kind of job that you wanted. There'd be somewhere there where you could go to, right? And you could travel and experience it. And the American culture is very strange, but in a good way. So yeah, the US is somewhere I could see myself living. Thanks, Randy. But that's it. So this is what I'm saying. It's funny, though, because a lot of people say I'd like to move country or whatever, but they don't like immigration in their own country, but they want to be able to move to other ones. Yeah, Sabadi, that's the point, bro. That's the whole point that everyone argues with. Yeah, Leaf isn't disappointing me. Randy, whereabouts in the US do you live? Can you imagine that's what Donald Trump does? He just comes out and says anyone from Europe can claim asylum because of what's happening. Jason Bacons, how are you doing? Rhode Island. Is that the smallest state? East Coast. Yeah. Yeah, baby. Rhode Island. Home of Family Guy. Quahog. If you go far back enough, he is, Ez. Oh, the Irish can have it, mate. The Irish can't even sort their own country out, man. They can, yeah, they can't take anyone else. Yeah, I listen, and this is really deep for obviously an Idle Heroes video, right? But it is scary. Like, it is scary how things are changing. And I think what I hate more than anything is that you're not allowed to say anything without being, oh, Ez, don't. I have no, do you know what? I don't even know. And I promised I wouldn't talk about it. I said, oh, I'm not going to talk about it because we'll get down a rabbit hole. We'll talk too much about it. And that was like half hour ago. So we're just talking about it. I was just going to Aspen Dungeon and stuff, but now we're just chatting. It's like a just chatting after dark during the day. Yeah, but it's been kept. Listen, it's been kept. Kay doesn't want to talk about this. So he's playing Pokemon and playing with his dog. He doesn't want to talk about what we're talking about. Bless him, which I don't blame him. Randy coming in hard. So you didn't want to be part of the conversation, then you come in with that. Being steered away from talking about stuff. And do you know what, mate? It 100% is. It is fascism. Like, if you're not allowed to speak about something, it is. Like, if you're not allowed to talk about something, which is because I'm gauging I'm going to say it. I feel like this comment section's a little bit to the right. But yeah, it's scary that you're not allowed to say anything about anyone. And if you do, you get called anti-Semitic or anti-Islamic or racist or fascist. And it's like, well, hold on. You're telling me I can't fucking talk. That's fascism. You want big government. That's fascism. Do you know what I mean? I'm a libertarian at heart. I want the smallest government possible. I want them to stay the fuck out of my life. I want everyone to live how they want to live within reality. Yes, Randy. People are saying a lot of words. Hold on. Yeah, but Eze, to be fair, everyone uses loops because we can't go into it too much detail. And I think the labelling thing is a bit weird. Yeah. Nice, Kay. Nice. Winning that Pokemon battle, the important fights. 10 minutes. Yeah, but Leaf, you say that, bro. Honestly. Do you know what? And there's a reason that right-wing populist parties are rising across Europe. Is that the general population has just had enough of it. They've had enough of being told that they're racist if they think that stupid immigration figures are too much. And again, it's not about the individuals, man. Like, I genuinely only grew up with positive experiences of immigration, positive experiences of people of different culture. I was welcomed into it, and I remember when we was at school, we went to mosques and we went to synagogues. Where did the Sikhs go? I can't remember what the Sikhs go. We went to all these different religious places and they were all welcoming and it was a great experience, and it just now feels different. Like everything feels different now. There's so much tension, which is just being inflamed by everyone on both sides, on all sides, including those that aren't on a side. Yeah, and it will. And listen, that is what's... I mean, look at Epping. I think you mentioned Epping, Derek, didn't you? People are on a knife edge, mate, and they want to do something about it. But it's like, how do you push it too far? Oh, the media is horrendous on both sides, all sides. Yeah, Kay, you're true. But then they get that from clicks, and the government do the same, man. The government is it's there to divide people, isn't it? Because they just want to get in for re-election. I mean, the Labour Party over in the UK, they've fought for 14 years to get in power, stormed into power, admittedly with not many votes but loads of seats in Parliament, and they're going to be one term and done. Like, they're going to be out of here in the next election. We're going to have Nigel Farage, who is like a Donald Trump on steroids, as our Prime Minister. But then it is funny, right? It is funny because we've got Nigel Farage. Zia Youssef is the chairman of the... Is he chairman? He's something of a Reform Party. He's a Muslim guy. Zia Youssef is the best speaker I've come across in politics, like by an absolute country mile. And so I think that someone like him is going to help Reform massively, because you've got someone there who's a Muslim guy at the top of Reform, who's just a brilliant speaker, like just absolutely brilliant. Doesn't lose an argument. He doesn't stutter when he's speaking. He gets asked a question, he fucking answers it. He doesn't give the political waffle. Just bam, straight into the point. No, but Derek, I disagree with that. Listen, Brexit. I voted for Brexit, and I'm in an industry which was hit hard by Brexit. The issue with Brexit was that it wasn't what we voted for. So they're judging Farage on us leaving Brexit. One, he wasn't in power, so it was irrelevant to him anyway. And two, the deal that we got was terrible. I've got a new subscriber, Tizzy. Hey, Tizzy. Of course, Koji, of course. In the same way, and that's something that we've all got to accept as well, right? Right, I'll talk about what Kay said in a sec, but Koji, of course everyone does. Everyone thinks their own race is the best. In the same way that you think your family's better than another family, or you're better than your friend, as long as it doesn't go too far, then that's fine. Saudi, Asians are the most racist people I've come across. I have seen some horrendous fights, man, at school and when I used to, at college between the different types. And yeah, they hate each other, absolutely hate each other with a passion, which is funny because the white people don't understand it because they all think they're all the same. And then you get Pakistanis and Indians and Bangladeshis all hate each other. And then it's, everyone's on the outside like looking like, what? Yeah, Ez, exactly. It's so silly. It is so silly. Yeah, but Derek, what do you mean he didn't follow up? He was part of UK. His whole part was getting the United Kingdom out of Europe. What I think was disgusting with the whole Brexit thing, right? We voted to leave because the people had enough. They could see what was coming. Turkey was going to become part of the EU, which meant Turkey was going to take all the Syrians, which meant we were going to have to take everyone on board because for some reason the UK is the country they'll want to go to, right? But then we agreed to leave. There wasn't any thought process put into the referendum. It was just a straight up question, right? With no tags to it. And then the Brexit deal we ended up negotiating had to then be agreed by all the MPs, none of whom agreed on a deal. So the EU was sitting there thinking, well, this is easy because they can't agree on anything over there. So we're just going to squeeze and squeeze and squeeze. And we ended up with a terrible deal. But that isn't Nigel Farage's fault. And by the way, I don't like Nigel Farage. I think the guy's an absolute moron. But he's someone that for some reason, like Boris Johnson, like Trump, has got people by the nuts and they believe in him. He couldn't push what do you mean push the Conservatives? He didn't have any power. It's like me. Do you know what's funny? When people were criticising, and this is one of the things, I don't like Nigel Farage, right? I don't like him. But you can't, he had no power whatsoever. If people decided to listen to him, that was their own problem. He had no power. I might as well have stood up there and said, this is what we can do if we leave Brexit, if we do Brexit and leave Europe. I'd have had the same influence as Farage did. He was like he was one MP out of 650. He had no power. He couldn't push anyone to do anything. And Kay, the reason we wanted to leave EU. Yeah, Kay, the reason we wanted to leave the EU is quite clear, right? We are a very specific type of people in the UK, and we hate being told what to do. And so when you've got the EU laws cucking us and telling us what we can and can't do that goes against our culture, and it pissed us off. And then, so we wanted to control our own things. We wanted to control our own country, wanted to control our own laws, and the EU started overextending. Because rather than being like a collective, it became like a dictatorship with Brussels at the top. And it just wasn't fun. Like, how weird was it? We were making laws that the EU were then turning around saying, no, you can't do that. It's like, no, hold on, this is our country. We can do what we want. It's like, no, you can't. Not if you're part of the EU. And it was the free movement, which was fine because it worked both ways. People came to our country, we went to their country. But there was issues, and people were worried at the time, that Turkey was going to become part of the EU. The issue with Turkey being part of the EU isn't the Turkish people necessarily themselves, but it's the fact the Turks were given citizenship left, right and centre to Syria and stuff like that. And so we thought, shit, we're not going to have people coming here illegally. We're going to have tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands, a million coming over here legally because they're part of the EU and they've got Turkish citizenship, even though they're not Turks. And the UK is where everyone wanted to go to because it's the only place in Europe that speaks English, and that's what a lot of them know. Go on, Kay, focus on that fight, bro. Yeah, well, the EU is trying to make one big country, which like isn't a problem, but it is if you don't want to be part of it. No, Ez, to be honest with you, mate, I'll make the point now, and I've said this. The only successful way to run a country... Oh, no, it's not. That's a lie, right? It's not. It's a lie. The best way of running a country is if you don't have elected politicians. The issue when you have elected politicians is that all they do is the wrong thing just to try and get back in power. They don't do what's actually right for the country. They do what they think is going to get them the most votes. But then again, the dictator's just going to lie. Like, it's like being a parent. Sometimes you have to, if your kids could vote who their parent would be every 5 years, you're going to let them get away with murder if you wanted to be the parent, right? Because you're going to want them to vote for you. It's like that with voters. You have to lie. They have to lie about what they're going to do. They can't tell you all the bad stuff they need to do. They can't do the bad stuff they need to do because they won't get voted in next time. And so it just kind of ends up in this thing where no one's really happy at any point. Yeah, so I mean, Turkey's a difficult one. My wife is half Turkish, but she's not really. She is. Her dad's Turkish, but my wife is adopted, so she doesn't know him. The issue with Turkey is we get so many different things about Turkey over here that we don't actually know anything about Turkey. The thing with the kings, it's so weird, Eza, isn't it? It's so weird. Yeah, my wife does know she's adopted. So she was adopted by an Englishman, but her dad's full Turkish. But she's half Turkish, but she was never brought up around Turks or anything like that. So she's half Turkish. That's why my kids get an awesome tan when it's hot, because they've got half Turkish blood. Leaf, I agree more. Do you know what? And it's just, interestingly, this is something that Trump has done. And it's so frustrating that he's the first one to have done it because he gets criticised. Putting experts in at the top level rather than politicians. Like, it makes so much sense, doesn't it? But because they're selected, like, he's put Dr. Oz as, like, his medical advisor. Whereas before, were they even stuff like that? Yeah, I don't know. It's weird. Career politicians. It's just a weird thing to be. Why do you need to be a career politician? What are they offering that's better than something else? Saudi, I have said that, and to be fair, it's never left the group chat, the conversations I've had about what I'd do if I was dictator. But I can tell you now, the country would be run so much better. But it'd also be a bit brutal. But then I feel like if you want to live in the best country in the world, you have to fight for it. You have to earn. You have to need to be there. Do you know what? And we're probably the only country in the world that has this. We have a thing called the Motability Scheme in the UK, where if you've got certain disabilities, right, that aren't really disabilities, like anxiety, which I do get people get anxiety, but it's not a disability, right? You get given a certain benefit that you're then allowed to use on a car, like a brand new car. You normally have to pay up front slightly for the car. So you can get like a brand new Audi Q3. You pay like $6,000 up front, and then they just take your payment, and that covers the cost of the car, and you just get given a brand new, like, it's so pathetic. And that costs the country, it's something like 22% of all new cars go to the PIP scheme. Motability scheme. No, but Saudi, that's the point, mate. If you're president, make a new constitution. Rip that bad boy up. And also, we do have to realise, everyone sits here and thinks it's easy. When you've got a country, say the UK, of 90 million people, it is quite incredible that it manages to run as smoothly as it does. I know it's not perfect for everyone, but we all have a roof over our head. We all have food in our bellies. We've all got money to spend on bloody mobile games. But it's just, yeah, it is hard. But it's like socialism. So I'm a staunch open market, free market person, right? because I know how humans interact with stuff. Socialism as a thought process, of course it should work. The issue with socialism is once you put humans into it and you get lazy humans, it doesn't work at all. Because all of a sudden everyone's putting in different amounts to get the same out, and it's just wrong. It's like communism. Communism technically should be able to work. But how on earth do you have someone at the top of the communism that doesn't get corrupted? How do you have the people at the bottom all working the same and stuff like that? Which is why they've all faded over time. Because unfortunately, it's all corrupt. The easiest way to do it is a free way of doing it. But then we have our own problems with that. Koji, that's true. Yeah, that is true. I wouldn't want to be, but we have that here. We don't have so many we don't have many Chinese. There's no Japanese. There's not a lot of Japanese in Europe anyway. We don't have many Chinese in Europe, in the UK, but we have a lot of Indian and Pakistanis. The kids are so smart, like smash it every time. I went to a grammar school. You have to pass a test to go to a grammar school, and bear in mind where I live, it's probably 5% minority, and yet at the grammar school, 50% minority. They're so smart. Yeah, but Ez, the thing is, taxes are fine because something's got to run the country. I don't think many people, I think when people actually think about it critically, they understand that taxes are a necessity. Like when people say taxes are theft, it's kind of a stupid thing to say, because the second you walk out your door and you drive on a road, well, who's paying for that road, right? On the scale that we live in, there has to be some kind of central governance to solve that kind of stuff when you've got a 90 million person country. The issue that a lot of people have, including me, is where the tax gets spent. Yeah, exactly. So my issue, like we're talking about the mobility scheme, where 22% of new cars or something like that go to people on benefits. And it's not like the cheap cars. These are like Audis and BMWs. And they're just allowed to get it. And I just think that's crazy. Yeah. But yeah, tax is one of those things. It is what it is. I always voted Conservative Party in the UK, which is like, we have two main parties, centre-right, which is Conservatives, like the Republicans in the US, and centre-left, which is Labour, like the Democrats in the US. Obviously, at different periods of time, they go further left or further right, whatever. I've always voted the Conservatives, just a centre-right party. I didn't last election for the first time ever, and I was quite happy that Labour got in, which is the left party, and they've been fucking abysmal. They have shot them, and this isn't just coming from someone that didn't want them in. They've shot themselves in the foot for the last year and a half, and they're never getting in again, ever. And we've got what can only be considered, it's not far right, but quite to the right party, absolutely smashing it at the moment. Did I vote on Gertrude's Phoenix? I don't know what that means, Coach. Yeah, Derek, don't. It's embarrassing. It's horrific. Yeah, I think I'm going to chill now as well. Yeah, that's what I was saying. It depends where you are, doesn't it? Depends where you are. And also, it's everything is on a spectrum. Like, it's not, there is some things I'll be considered far left on, some things I'll be considered far right, but I consider myself actually quite central, but just really down, which is like libertarian. Yeah, okay, to be fair, it's fine. I don't think I want to pick it up another time. Where are we? We're 2 o'clock. I haven't done what I wanted to do. Oh, fucker. I haven't done what I wanted to do. But we got somewhere at least. We got somewhere at least. Koji, you've never played a Pokemon game. Fucking crazy. You're European, you've never played a Pokemon game. Yeah, but Ez, you come from Jordan. That's a little bit more understandable. I don't get how a European hasn't played Pokemon, ever. I don't. Is Pokemon big over there? Randy's got the dog. Nah, Kay, I'm not. To be fair, the reason I'm not, I've been on for 2 hours. I'm really hungry. So I'm going to get some food because I've got to go out at 4. So I've got to eat some food. I'm going out. We're streaming live tomorrow. I might spend some contract stories tomorrow. Probably not. But we'll do a bit of Card Clash, all that shit. No, yeah, I said it was good today. That conversation went fine. I think, to be fair, as long as everyone's respectful to a degree, it's all good. I would have shut it down, to be fair. If it got silly, I would have shut it down. But I don't really like talking about politics on stream. I might have a politics stream, but not twig it to Idle Heroes. But look, I appreciate everyone being here. Apologies if anyone got any kind of hate on that. It's one of those things, and we won't talk about politics next stream. I promise. Oh, I promise you, I won't talk about it. Widodo, I have no idea what that means. That's a different language. Yeah, keep your shields up. That's it, Randy. I'm going to start bringing that into my everyday life, I think. But yeah, peace out. Stay safe. VH out.